Hearts may be sitting top of the Scottish Premiership going into this weekend's huge Edinburgh derby against Hibernian, but according to Derek McInnes, he is not worrying about a title fight just yet. Welcome back, guys. It's on Scotland TV, and McInnes sitting top of the table, looking good. Some pundits even believe that Hearts are favourites, including Hugh Keevins, who doesn't think that Celtic can win the league with their current squad. Now, we know that Hugh Keevins has always got a dodgy opinion or two. I think that is certainly one of the worst opinions that he's ever had. But Hugh Keevins believes that Hearts are big favourites for the title. He believes that Hearts are the best team in Scotland. And he believes that Hearts, unless Celtic can add players in January, will become Scottish Premiership champions. Now, I hope Hugh Keevins is right, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Maybe one man that doesn't agree is Derek McInnes, as he once again rules out any title fight talk. And I understand why. I think it would be a bit naive for him to come out after 6 games and put pressure on himself and the club by saying that they are in a title fight, or by even going one step further like Hugh Keevins and saying that Hearts are somehow favourites for the title. I think it's right for Derek McInnes to keep downplaying this, and then we'll see what kind of position we may be in another couple of months. But for now, I think we just need to focus on winning games and focus on keeping with Celtic. And this is what Derek McInnes had to say ahead of the match against Hibernian. He said, quote, "Our fight is with ourselves. It is stupid to say that we are in a title fight at the minute. We are not getting drawn into that at the minute. Our fight is with ourselves to improve on what wasn't good enough last season, and we need to try and improve on that. People keep asking me, but until we are a couple of rounds of fixtures round the block, then we are not going to be drawn into that. We are just going to concentrate on the next game because that is difficult enough." End of quote. So McInnes not worried about the title fight, not talking about the title fight, simply talking about winning the next match, getting 3 points at Tynecastle against Hibernian. And it's not the first time that McInnes has been in a so-called title fight. I remember back in 2015 when he was at Aberdeen, and they had a pretty decent, chance of beating Ronnie Dylas Celtic, and in the end they didn't. They ended up folding towards the end of the season. The head-to-head against Celtic wasn't good enough either, but Aberdeen had a real chance, going into the final few months. They looked good, but then I think they lost 6 out of their last 8 games, and all of a sudden they finished 15 points behind, and it looked worse than it was, but in reality, that league was a lot closer. And who knows, maybe Hearts can go closer this year. Can Hearts get to within 15 points of Celtic? I think that's possible. Could Hearts maybe stay within single digits? Maybe, we'll have to wait and see. But it's 6 games in, and I do think it's incredibly, early to be calling any sort of title fight or to say that Hearts are favourites. History will suggest that Celtic are favourites. They've won this league 13, or is it 14 times at the last 15. So yeah, listen, they're the favourites. They're the team everyone's expecting to win it, and we just need to stick in there and try and keep the gap down. And I expect Celtic to win the league, but if we can even finish second, that would be a huge achievement. And if we can finish second while being 10 let's say we finish second and we're only like 10 points behind, that would be a hell of a lot better than finishing second and being like 20 odd points behind. So I think we just need to try and get as many points as we possibly can, and if we are still close enough come 2026, then maybe we can look at this league table and we can look at the points difference and we can maybe think about dreaming. But for right now, I think we just need to pick up as many points as we possibly can, and I agree with Derek McInnes. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know down below. Do you think we're in a title fight, or do you think it's simply just try and pick up as many points as we can, try and finish as high as we can, and hopefully split the old firm? Is that more realistic? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.